Hey, how's it going, everybody? You are here for a short video. What I'm going to be doing is a walkthrough and a short review of the Cursed magazine. This is a collection of short stories, poems, comics, illustrations by artists in the scene. It was put out through Contraband Media, and all of the art was curated by Simon Maggots as well as Tyler Pennington. They have a ton of art and poems in the publication themselves. And then they've also made it a group project by, asking other artists to contribute as well. I have one illustration in there, for instance, but many friends of mine, as well as incredible artists and writers, also are graced in these pages. So, spoiler alert, I think this publication is awesome. I think it's very high quality. It's very different than all the other zines out there. So without further ado, let's take a look at the pages. So just starting things out, you can see that there's a beautiful cover here. This was illustrated by Tyler. It's got a nice matte feel. There's another illustration by Tyler showing the black and white pen and ink art that he specializes in. It's got a nice spot gloss on the Cursed logo as well. So this is the table of contents. It really covers a lot of things. It's short stories at first. Then you can see this is the glossary of artists in the illustration section. There's also comics near the end. That first one there, this is a story written by Simon. I read this one. I really enjoyed it. It kind of had a Edgar Allan Poe feel to it. There's a Tyler illustration there on the left. I love this illustration in particular here. That one kind of had like a woodcut feel to it. Very different. There's a Simon illustration with the monkey's paw. Another great old story. And I'm not going to go too much into the detail of the plots of these stories. I'll let you guys read it for yourself. Love this illustration. Tyler covered this one in our Heavy Art Talk episode as well. Alright, so here's the illustration section. Madalena on the right there. This is Felician Rops. Then we have Keenan Bouchard. This is Maria Madalena. Jonathan Mantia. Lucas Korte on the right there. Some pretty terrifying work by Danielle Paul Abrams, on the left. One of my illustrations on the right here. Brad Moore. Awesome work. Here's some of Tyler's work. Really incredible stuff. The print quality you can really see here. It's very, very high resolution. It's capturing all those details. Here's some Katie Mueller illustrations. I had a good chuckle at these. The one on the left is absolutely horrifying. That one I think is by Tomb Tower. Awesome Virgil Finlay illustration there. I love how it frames the story too. That's a Simon poem, I believe, with Tyler's illustrations. More Tyler spot illustrations here, framing up the text so nicely. Great detail. I believe that story is illustrated by Fox Taylor. Okay, here we got some comics. That first one was Tony Millionaire. There's Fox Taylor illustrations. I call it the Curse Corner. There's a Golden Age comic. And that's the end. So, in conclusion, it's fascinating to see a publication like this come to fruition, as it feels like historical yet a modern take on a literature magazine, as there's masters like Virgil Finlay paired with amazing illustrators of today, Lucas Korte, Brad Moore, list goes on, Tyler himself, of course. Minor critique, and it's something that could be easily fixed if they feel inclined to, is that it'll be nice to see where the poems and some of the short stories were first originally published, or at least the date. That way I could kind of discern between what's modern and what is the past. Part of that's just my own ignorance to knowing all of these artists of the past. But, you know, it'd be something cool to see in like the index or like glossary in the next issue. You know, and this is also a pleasant reminder, you know, as you're reading this thing, it's pretty brief, you know, you can see it's not too long, but it's kind of a pleasant reminder to, you know, put down your phone and focus on what's right in front of you. You know, this is a piece of art in itself, and you kind of need to take time with it, digest it. And sometimes with the way a lot of people consume art, it's pretty, you know, look at an image, next, even with the written word as well. So I have a ton of respect for anybody who reads this as well as who put it on. So just a final reminder, if there are any issues left, they are going to be on the crowdfunder link. I'll include in the description. This is something, this video I'm just putting on because I love the magazine. I don't get any kickback or anything. Yes, I have an illustration in here, but it's mostly just because I have a ton of respect for what they're doing, and I want something like this to get more attention. So that's the purpose of the channel. It's to highlight art, especially art that is involved in the heavy metal sphere, and this is a perfect example of that. Thank you guys. Check out the issue, and if you don't mind liking and subscribing to this video, check out Tyler and Simon on Instagram and myself if you don't mind, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.